Welcome to Roll and Roleplay, the D&D show that forces my players
welcome.
just to roll with it. I am DM Dan. Wanted to also go over just audio, making sure we can hear ourselves. So please let me know if you can hear me, and we'll do intros and people. Everyone say hi at the same time. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. If you can't hear
We just want to
anyone,
make sure everyone sounds either the same or about the same as much as we can. So please let us know.
Hello, hello,
hello.
hello.
And we're off. So, welcome to the show. We're on episode 29. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a big number. But before we get into it, let's just say hi to everyone. See how everyone is doing. Cal, what's up? How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm good. I feel like my voice is lower than it usually is, but
I like
not
it,
as
though.
low it was last week. I think I scared Kimarie last week.
That was good.
Doing good. Doing good. Got a lot of work this week, but it's good.
Busy day,
So,
but
yeah.
But you're off on the weekends, right? You work Monday through Friday?
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I have off.
That's good.
So.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
You had quite an interesting conversation last episode when you were talking with Zymina as well as Istrid about your cleric expertise, and that was pretty interesting.
She was totally being like a 12-year-old. Like,
yes,
I'm a better cleric. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Grow up. You've had more training. Good job. Thank you. I don't care.
It's hilarious because it's like, you know, as Dan, I'm like, last thing I want to do is argue with you, but then I'm like, I have permission to act like a brat to you, so.
Oh my god.
So I just doing that. Yeah, but anything else you wanted to talk about, Cal, or just?
Yes, I do. If I could for a second. So Oz had quite a strong reaction to Istrid, and it wasn't just because they were acting like a 12-year-old. But I think the biggest part of it is Oz believes that death makes life meaningful, and Istrid was completely using the death of what's his name?
Valen.
The death of Valen to monopolize, to capitalize on it. So it basically morally was going against everything that Oz really stands for at this point. And then like Oz also got on her when she was being really rude to Craig at one point.
Yeah.
And like we might fight and argue and pick at each other all the freaking time, but these three weirdos are Oz's family. And Oz isn't gonna just like stand by while Istrid continuously disrespects Craig and everybody, really. Like, she comes into our place expecting us to hide her and then just acts like a total butthead. So
yeah, and I love that you explained that, because I think you hit the nail on the head with Oz's beliefs and character. And with that, later on in the campaign, I think you've unlocked something that I'm going to reveal to you. But we're gonna because that was a really good speech.
Yes.
So I loved it. So it was very good.
Oh my god!
But if there's nothing else, we'll move on to Dennis.
Everybody do a big speech. Everybody do a big speech.
Let's see. Hi, Dennis. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Dan?
Good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I always enjoy talking to you. You're always one of my favorite people. I guess you had, again, a pretty heated session last week too, especially since you may be locked up or have the threat of being thrown in prison if you do anything to Istrid. So it's been rage building for sure.
Yeah, I might just murder Istrid out of spite.
Hey, entirely your call. I think this episode I'm rolling with it the most, because this is one of the episodes which I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm just going to have to really think on the fly or figure out what's going to happen. But I'm excited because you guys do what you want. It's up to you. I just go with it. yeah. Anything else you wanted to talk about, Dennis? If you want to murder her, it's up to you. Yeah.
Not really. I'm interested to see how this episode is gonna go, and
Me too.
the cut into the monotony with Istrid being around. I think we're on our last day with our guest too.
Yeah, with Ott, yes. So this is the last night. So everything goes well. We should see. Also, full disclaimer: Dennis and I are amazing friends, but I think this session we're definitely going to be each other's throats. Istrid and Greg. So we'll see.
I won't take
but
it personally.
Hey, please don't. And likewise. So please throw anything at me. Exactly. All right. Thanks, Dennis. Hi, Kimarie. How are you?
Hello.
So Kimarie, who do you play? Okay.
I play Miki, and I'm a boy, and I'm a. I was gonna say astronomer. I am not an astronomer.
I haven't revealed that. But
I mean, at least you didn't say astrologer.
So my brain can't get my class in my brain, so I'm thinking of all the other areas. So astronomer, architect, aardvark.
Artificer.
I'm an artificer. Thanks, Cal.
Yeah.
Super good.
I love it.
And I will say my little speech, even though I'm not expecting anything.
Sure.
This was the last episode. I feel like was the first time Miki actually showed some sort of loyalty to the group, which I want. Kimarie wanted to go against the group and go with Istrid so bad, but that's something that Miki's like, I can't keep doing that. I can't keep throwing my family under the bus like that.
Yeah.
So as everybody else is kind of getting angry about the situation, Miki's actually trying to get more like psychologically in there.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
So which is really hard for me because I don't really think like that either. I'm just emotional person like in general. So I'm just like, you have no one. You don't have a family. Ha!
I mean, I love Miki as a character in general. I really love Miki as a character because it is kind of such a unique story, right? And unique characteristics. Like you have the chaos, but then you have the bubbly personality, and then the filter that's sometimes there, sometimes not there, and it's the unpredictability, and you definitely bring that to the table. And so I don't even know what you're gonna do. So I really value that.
No clue. But I will say Miki really does not want to kill Istrid because Miki believes like Istrid does have that whole like contingency insurance plan, which we never incited, by the way. So but Miki's really scared about that, and Miki doesn't want to go to jail. So we'll see how tonight plays out. I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be fantastic because I know most of us have prepared a little something. So
yeah, again, like this is gonna be one I'm gonna be shooting for the hip on a lot of these things because I don't know what you guys are planning. So I'm excited. But yeah, thank you, Kimarie. Appreciate it. Hi, Justin.
Hi, Dan.
How you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm so good.
Oh, good girl. I love the Mario Elements shirt.
I know, and it's getting so faded. Like 2 more washes, and they're gonna be like chunking off.
I think you can work that look. It's very modern.
Faded and destroyed.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyways, how's Imina? So what do you think
great.
of last week? You had a pretty interesting conversation with Istrid too, and I personally love the banter and the passive aggressiveness and just the way you're approaching getting in her mind. Because she hates you. She verbally said that to
Miki.
So you're definitely.
Imina doesn't know that.
Of course not. Yeah.
Whether Miki says anything either, who knows? But no, I'm excited to see how this will continue to go. I've already went and gotten Vincent Trench to get that information about her, so I can use that as leverage or other kind of things that I've been thinking about the last week that I want to say. So I know you've been trying to prepare yourself, and just know I am so ready to start a fight with you if ever given chance today, more than usual. So put on your DM boots.
They're laced up, BB. I appreciate it. Laced up.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah. Oh, anything else you wanted to mention, Justin?
No, I just wanted to thank everyone for watching and letting us know about the sound. If you do notice anything going a little differently throughout the stream, like volume-wise, with anything, including the music, just let us know. Dennis has been doing a great job with that, but definitely. We really do rely on your feedback since we can't really listen to the stream at the same time. The echo is really weird, so thank you.
It is.
Yes, thank you. And yes, we value all the input as well. I mean, it's just kind of funny because it's just pretty much the five of us, that help run the show. So we're amateurs in a sense, but we definitely want to improve every step of the way. And of course, I want to give a big shout out to Tyler as well, who even though he's not in this campaign, technically, it was in our last campaign, but he definitely provides a lot of insight as well. So big shout out to him. And Spicy Gigernato, yes, hi, good to see you again. Just everyone, thank you again. Love you all. Thank you for the support. Quickly, just wanted to give a big shout out to our new followers on TikTok. We have a new follower. Thank you if you're watching. To Oak. Hi, Oak. Thank you for watching our kitty cat coin flip video where Dennis rolled in that one and almost killed the cat. Thankfully, it didn't happen. So thank you for that. And then Kimarie, you had some from Instagram, right?
Yes, we have several.
Oh, awesome.
So Bohemian Bee Shop, Moogle Kun, which is our friend Danny.
Oh, Danny.
Dark Crafts, dark with a Q, crafts with a K.
I love that.
Very nice.
That's so dark and exotic.
It's very dark.
Excuse me.
Tattered Tailor, as in Tailor Tailor, so
okay,
sewing.
I like that. Yeah.
And then Betsky Game, which they have a Kickstarter for a game that they're trying to produce.
Oh,
so.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean, hell, if they ever want to collaborate, I'll be down to play whatever game they want to stream. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Those are really cool names too. Thank you so much, Kimarie. All right. Well, I think without further ado, let's just roll into today's episode of Roll or
Roleplay. Episode 29.
Wait for it.
Huh? No, not today. Too petty.
That's a disappointment.
Petty
I knew he
Anyways,
was gonna do something like that.
in our last episode, our players killed a zombie beholder that invaded their tavern, possibly trying to rescue one of Xanathar's henchmen, Ott Steeltoes, that is currently held captive in the cellar of Trollskull Manor. Of course, they are holding Ott captive as a favor for Jarlaxo Benray of the Brigandareth, the faction that Zymina is a part of. During the battle, Valen Zaulil was zapped by a purple ray from the zombie beholder, turning him into a giant pile of jelly with just his bones sticking out. Valen was dead. With quick thinking, Oz casted Gentle Repose, preventing him from decaying for 10 days. Valen's brother, Menzonia, was also in the battle and was stricken with grief and emotion as she watched Valen die right in front of her. Shortly after the battle, Istrid Horn, a member of Krigg's and Miki's faction, the Doom Raiders, otherwise part of the Zentarum, wanted to speak with her in private. Zymina followed them to see what the conversation was about and assess the situation. With a natural 20 insight check on Istrid, Zymina determined that Istrid was taking advantage of Menzonia. Zymina, with the assistance of Oz, persuaded Menzonia not to listen to what Istrid was saying and that the Brigandareth would take care of everything. Menzonia agreed and revealed that Istrid wanted to form a contract in which Menzonia would pay 300 dragon plus interest and also provide all the intel on the Brigandareth in exchange of reviving her brother. So good looking out. After getting caught in the act, Istrid decided to not bother with the situation anymore and keep to herself, rubbing shoulders with the rest of the party. Zymina sent a paper bird to Jarlaxle, leader of the Brigandareth, to inform him of what had transpired. Krigg also sent a paper bird to Yagra Stonefist, asking for her to stop by and discuss what is going on with their current faction. Later on in the day, Krigg and Miki had a heart-to-heart to clear the air. Fortunately, Krigg detected Miki's insincerity about being a valued member of their faction, and this could cause some potential friction down the road. At the latter part of the episode, our party split up to have one-on-one interactions with NPCs. Krigg made conversation with Ott Steeltoes in the cellar, hoping to get some help regarding intel on priests so that Valen can be revived. Sadly, it was not successful as Ott was not willing to provide information. Instead, they discussed what their favorite colors were. Miki had a solid talk with Istrid. Miki learned about the other members of the Doom Raiders, the god that Istrid worships, and how much she hates Zymina. Oz met with Tally, the owner of the Bent Nail, to ask him to visit their tavern and inspect how much it would be to repair the door. and Zymina met with Vincent Trench, the private eye, to get intel on Istrid Horn. Later on, our group went to bed in the tavern. While Craig was keeping watch in the lobby, he caught Istrid Horn sneaking downstairs. She claimed she just wanted milk and a fresh batch of cookies, but Craig said he is not going to make a new batch and have the cookies already made. Then it looked like Istrid was casting a spell on Craig, almost banishing him to this fiery plane with lava, but it did not work. And that is where we left off. Craig, Dennis, one thing I've been forgetting, and I want to just remind myself and also everyone, since you are using Frenzy Rage, you do suffer 1 level of exhaustion after that. So if you haven't been doing so, I don't know if you have or not, but you have disadvantage on ability checks until you long rest, because you have 1 level exhaustion. So I keep forgetting about that. I'm like, I have to remind myself right away. So let's get to it. So Cholsko Manor, we're here. And let's bring Istrid up again, because she's been such a pivotal character in this madness, and I want, in case you are new here, show people what Istrid looks like.
She's a human, right? Or is she a dwarf? I can't remember.
Yep, she's a dwarf. Yep.
She is pretty tall for a dwarf, it looks like.
Yeah, she's a little stout, but she's pretty tall. She's definitely, she's thick. She hardy.
Also, I want to clarify, we don't actually know that banishment is the spell that she used on Craig.
Exactly.
You just used it as a description.
I use it as a description, and if there's future checks down the road, I may provide you some more information as to what happened. So I will say Istrid was right here when this happened. So Craig, you looked behind you, you saw the fiery lava, and then kind of like, just for a brief moment, and then it went away, and then Istrid said she just wanted cookies, and looks bewildered. Like, she did not expect you to still be here.
What's going on, Istrid?
I mean, I felt threatened by you, Craig. I mean, you were raising your voice at me, and I had to defend myself. I'm sorry that happened.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, maybe we can just let this pass for now. I can...
Oh, we'll be talking about this later. Why don't you just go back to bed?
What does that mean, Craig?
Oh.
Remember, you can't hurt me. Remember, as she leans in closer to you. I'm just letting this pass, but if you want to have a conversation, I'm all ears.
I want to have a conversation when the rest of my friends are present.
Oh, because you can't have one man-to-man, right? You have to have your friends do the talking for you, because you're just good at hitting things and not really talking to people? Is that why?
I'm great at talking to people. But
I wonder if DeVille disagrees with that, but how would I know?
Is there a reason we're doing this right now?
I mean, I said I wanted cookies, fresh batch, you didn't give it to me, and you got so angry at me, and that's why I had to... You know, actually, I have a question for you, and, like, I admit, I apologize for misjudging your body language, okay? I did not want to offend you. So I did cast a spell called Banishment, which just puts you away for 1 minute, just so you can get your thoughts and then come back here. But with that spell, and this is interesting, it talks about like a dimension that's native to you. And usually it's like not harmful if it's like if you were from this dimension, right? Or this plane of existence. If I were to banish you hypothetically, you would just be in a void or space and not be damaged. But instead, you were in this, looked like a fire plane. So it looks like, are you originally from that, or were you born from that? Because that's interesting to me.
I'm feeling like it looked familiar, but I can't say for sure. I really have no memory of it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this. I did not raise my voice at you. I just gave you cookies and...
Well, I guess we're on this conversation. I just want to let you know the cookies were a bit stale, just because they've been out for a long time. So, I mean, maybe...
Suck it up.
I think you just have... Okay. I think I will.
This is a place of business. I can't just be wasting resources.
Wasting resources on your faction members that have got your back, basically. I understand. That's fine.
You're staying here free of charge. I'm feeding you otherwise at meal times.
You wouldn't have had me here if I didn't tell you my insurance policy. Don't bullshit me, Craig. You didn't want me in the beginning, but we're just going to keep arguing.
What I said and what you said are not mutually exclusive.
So if I didn't say that, would you have taken me in without an issue? Because you and Miki had some reservations beforehand, and
I had reservations because of the situation we currently have. You're the one that needs a place to stay, and then blackmailed me when you couldn't get your way.
Blackmailed you?
So the situation you're in is entirely of your own making.
My own making.
Yep.
I don't make mistakes, Craig. I
Stale
fix
cookies and all.
She looks at the cookies on the table. You know, I think I lost my appetite. We'll see tomorrow. But hey, can I have a hug at least so we can make things up?
No.
She extends. Why not? I'm trying to make amends and being a good person to you, Craig. Are you really just gonna hate me?
I'm trying to be cordial, but that doesn't mean that I have to touch you.
True. Alright. Well, I hope you have a lovely night, Craig, because I'll see you in the morning, and what are we in? This second day, right? So 3 more days? It's like a whole weekend. It's fantastic. We'll have a great time together. Bye.
Please take me now. Please take me now. Please take me
What was that?
Oh my god.
So she goes back upstairs to her room where she was. And from the rest of your watch, Craig, haven't heard or saw anything, nothing of interest, but definitely the whole playing got you thinking. Definitely. Can you just roll a d20 for me, please? I want to see if something gets triggered. 15 or higher gets triggered.
19.
Yes.
Okay. So, when you look back at just the bubbling of this pool of lava, almost like a mini volcano, you remember almost like your first ever memory, like a birth, in some sense, right? Your eyes are just so blurry as you look right up in the sky, and then you just look back and forth. You see yourself restrained to some sort of slab of just heated metal, or just an apparatus. And it can't be wood, right? Because it would burn. But it looks like some wooden material or some metal. It's a whole concoction of that, right? And you see shadowy outlines of 2 figures. You see a tall, slender gentleman who looks like to have maybe robes, like a heavy robe that's covering like a good part of up to their wrist. That's very loose fitting. Hood down. You don't see their faces, just the outlines. And then to the right, you see someone shorter in nature, a little more stout. They have 2 heads. One head is bigger than the other. and you hear from the two-headed figure, the side, they say, "The baptism is complete. He's ready to guard the quadrant." And then the slender gentleman says, "Oh, that's lovely. He will be very pleased. Let him know his sentinel is ready." And that's the memory that you got.
Quadrant?
Quadrant, yes.
4 of us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is.
Oh no.
Well, I'm happy you got a memory, Dennis.
Interesting.
That's a pretty interesting memory for sure. All right, so Zymina, you're heading down the stairs as Craig is going up, doing the shifts change. Unless you want to exchange any information as that happens, it's up to you.
I mean, she isn't going to say anything other than just saying, have a good night, Craig.
Good night, Zymina.
She just kind of nods in acknowledgement, and she'll go down and stand behind the bar, purposely standing over by the trapdoor.
Sure. And feel free to move your character things too. All right, great. Perfect. Stand by the trap door, and Zymina, you just look at the front door of just how fucking grotesque it is. You're like, this whole zombie beholder killing one of your people, destroying the front door, not the back door. It's just mild annoyances after another, and then you just kind of wonder, like, what is really going on with the dynamics of your faction? I mean, probably Bragan Dareth and Zentarum now, Bragan Dareth and Xanathar, and like Zentarum, like there's a whole lot of jumble. So it really makes you ponder and think about what is really going to happen in the future. And then there's
also curious how my faction is one of the few so far that has been doing anything involving Xanathar.
Mm-hmm.
So far, everyone else has had different things going on, so that is interesting, and I'm curious to know.
Exactly. And then you also think about just how Lady Growlhound still belittled you. And still, in one of your ways. She's going to get hers for sure.
Another day or so, hopefully the guards will die down, and me and my changeling friend will go and visit her.
You kind of, as you think about it, you just kind of play with your necklace a little bit. And it's just so nice and warm. And very satisfying.
So satisfying.
You just smirk a little bit. Nothing happens shift 2 or shift 3. All right. So, new morning happens. All of you get a long rest. Get all of your spells back. For those who are preparing their spells, you get to choose which ones you would like for the day. All right. So the morning starts. Menzonia is downstairs. Istrid is... She's staying in her room for now. She's kind of keeping to herself at the moment. Not looking to do anything right now at this moment, but just keeping to herself. Valen is still the encapsulated thing of goo by the fireplace. Menzonia is keeping her distance, but she's still keeping an eye to make sure nothing else happens to him. At the start of the morning, a paper bird flies in, and it is for Zymina.
All right, nice. Just snatch it right out of the air, pluck it, like I'm plucking Istrid's eyeballs out of her face. Just...
Do it, Uma Thurman. Yeah. So, it does say to Zymina from JB.
I mean, I'll open it. I'll still be behind the bar waiting for everyone to come down. So,
sure.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Sure. So, JB says, "My dearest Zymina, the feeling is definitely mutual. Pen pals are so much fun, winky face. Your letters always pique my interest and are full of intrigue. I'm wondering why Istrid is at your tavern. I'm thinking she may be finding a place to hide. She may be good with money, but she is horrible at hiding herself so secretly. You would think she would use some of her accumulated wealth to take a beginner's class on how to be a successful criminal. What a shame." I am pleasantly
Can I just
shocked.
say that out loud? What a shame indeed.
Yeah. I am pleasantly shocked about Manzonia. I thought she would turn on me on a dime. I didn't know if she got into details. She probably has, in parentheses. But her mouth can get her in hot water. I sent her on this mission to toughen her out a bit and meet you. I know you speak your mind, but you handle it with such precision. I feel that your techniques would rub off on her, and I think she redeemed herself. As for Valen, now Ximena, people know that when they join the Dragon Dare, accidents can and will happen. That is the nature of the faction wars in this city. However, I admire that you were willing to pay for the full treatment to bring him back to life. It isn't cheap, but I would like to make this interesting. I have one big, and it has big in bold letters, task I will need you and perhaps your family to assist the faction with. It may involve going into Xanathar's lair. This is yet to be determined. If I take back Valen and use my resources to bring him back as payment, I would like you and your group to do this final big task for me. Then I probably won't bother you for a while. Don't worry, you will still get renown and be rewarded. This is just a mission of ... high risk. By the time you receive this letter, Ott has been taken by us through magical means, and he is a problem to you no more. Also, I think it would be wise to politely remind your friends that if their factions get too involved in ours, more chaotic foreplay will commence. Winky face. In all seriousness, you have been such a huge asset, Ximena. Thank you for all of your work. Yours truly, JB. P.S. You should really change your family name. The Johnsons just sound like a bunch of penises rubbing together to start a fire. It's atrocious. Smooches, XOXO.
And just under her breath, she'll be like, well, too late now to have that altered.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't actually know anything about that for fantasy levels. In real life,
Sure.
different.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good informative letter, so... she'll kind of, I don't know if everyone got down there like right away or taking their time, but she'll wait till everyone is close enough to her, seeing that Istrid isn't coming down, and she'll inform them of the task before them. I'll actually say it out loud, but I just want everyone to have a little moment to decide what you're going to do first. But I'll tuck the letter away.
All right. Also, I'm going to let you know, just, I would say out of curiosity, you check the basement. Ott is there no more. And you do get a magic item. It's called the Iron Bands of Belaro.
Oh, he left the chains there?
Yeah, that was part of the deal.
Oh, that's right, I forgot.
Yep. So, let me actually, I'll do this for you, Justin. I'm going to copy and paste the link for our viewers, so that they can take a look at it. But basically, I'll read it out loud for people that are just listening to it.
Add it to my inventory.
Yep. So this rusty iron sphere measures 3 inches in diameter and weighs 1 pound. You can use an action to speak the command word and throw the sphere at a huge or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you. As the sphere moves through the air, it opens into a tangle of metal bands. Make a ranged attack roll with an attack bonus equal to your dex mod plus your proficiency. On a hit, the target is restrained until you take a bonus action to speak the command word again to release it. Doing so or missing the attack causes the bands to contract and become a sphere once more. It's like a Pokeball.
Kind of, I was going to say, yeah.
A creature, including the one restrained, can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check to break the iron bands. On a success, the item is destroyed, and the restrained creature is freed. If the check fails, any further attempts made by the creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed. So once a day, they can try to break it and roll a strength 20 check. But once the bands are used, they can't be used again until the next dawn.
Nice.
So it is kind of a useful thing. It is a risk, but Ott had 3 tries, and he isn't the strongest. He's a small old man. So It definitely worked for him. So you do have that magic item on your person now.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
As she closes the trapdoor behind her, coming back upstairs, she just kind of goes, thankfully that is over, and now Istrid can't stick her nose where it doesn't belong. And she'll kind of smile to herself as she kind of leans up against the tabletop of the bar, waiting for everyone to come down.
Sure. You also see Manzonia coming down, but then another paper bird actually flies to her, and she reads it. And she nods, and since you're down there, looks at you and says, well, looks like my time is done. JB said that he's making arrangements with you to take care of him, but what they're going to do is they're going to transport him back to Sea Maiden's Fair. He told me you know that already. So he's going to ship us back. It's been actually pleasant to meet you. Sorry I had some reservations at first, but you were really nice, and maybe we can always chat in the future. It's always good to meet another ally. Or not, it's up to you, but...
No, you're welcome to come around here anytime you want. You and Balin, of course, once we hopefully maintain our end of the bargain, and we're going to try our best. But, just make sure you continue to do your best, too.
I will. I don't know, there's a part of me that felt kind of weak after that fight, so maybe I want to become a little stronger. But there's ways to be strong in different ways. I just need to figure out what works best for me.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. We all have our weaknesses.
I'll bet you could have. Stop.
I'm not breaking down any doors like that beholder, and she kind of looks at the door. So she's like, it's fine.
Yeah. Seriously, thank you. She kind of gives she doesn't seem very personable, especially with hugs or anything like that. She's kind of awkward with that, but she also waves goodbye for anyone who's coming downstairs. Say goodbye, thank you.
Bye.
And she another drow comes in, and it looks like there's some sort of gurney that's there that's helping Manzonia lift Phelan out of the front door area. Yep. Like a cartoon gurney, Dennis, yes.
Stop.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I hope we don't have to clean up our tavern for a third time today.
Yeah.
But I did receive information from JB, so if you guys have a moment, I just wanted to relay some information to you, since our other guest, wherever she may be, is not down here at the moment.
Yep, she is still upstairs.
Also, when Miki comes down the stairs, you will see on his side pouch with his little vials and stuff that it has changed from a bright yellow to a royal blue color.
Okay.
Pretty.
Some sort of potion, yep.
Very nice. All right.
Does anyone say anything first, or just acknowledging Zymina talking, and then before I continue?
I mean, I said yep.
I was just focusing on I think they're gonna have some tea and just quiet. So they kind of lift their glass at you in acknowledgement, but does not say anything.
Okay. She'll definitely kind of make a motion for everyone to gather closer, so she can kind of whisper, just in case Istrid is listening or whatever. But she's just letting you guys know. She'll start off by saying, well, firstly, I appreciate the confidentiality we've been trying to keep amongst ourselves between our factions. JB has noted that we don't want to have any more friction between our factions, because that could start a whole nother war, and we don't want that. And as much as I don't want to deal with Istrid, that is a separate issue that you guys are dealing with inside of your own faction, but if she continues to step on toes, it's going to be a problem for everyone.
Agreed.
Then, just to push forward, she'll give you guys the information in her letter explaining our task to go into Xanathar's lair, which JB would give them more information on what he's looking for them to do in exchange for having Valen revived, in addition to me getting more renown and whatever in my faction. So, after she relays that, she just goes, looks like we're going to be teetering into the realm of danger from now on, aren't we?
Xanathar's lair? Are you kidding me?
Again?
I don't feel like we should be going down there.
Well, as long as we don't encounter any more were-rats, I think we'll be okay.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
But I do have a feeling that we probably won't. At least some of them. And then she kind of like smiles as if reminiscing.
Okay.
Oz just kind of like looks at Miki and Craig and like, what?
No idea. Well,
but I do think
maybe though, right? It's not a for sure thing.
True. So I guess we just have to wait for whatever information he has left. And besides, we have a front door, and you guys have to take care of Istrid the next.
This is day 3. Yeah.
So we have our hands quite full right now. So I think perhaps until the end of this, we can play it easy.
Just to cut things short, just letting you know, Tally made a quick visit to the tavern. He said it's going to cost, with a discount, he says it's 250 dragon.
Oop, for a door? Damn.
Well,
That's
it's
being
the
a
door
third.
plus the doorway that the door attaches
I'll
to.
renovate.
It's huge. It's a huge hole.
It's a fourth of the entire cost we renovated the tavern. That's crazy.
Well, I
Yeah.
think
Also,
I
there
think
was
I
some
asked for a bigger
disintegration
door.
in the tavern too with the attack.
Okay.
You want to persuade to go down to 200? You can.
I mean,
I'll leave that to you.
would I
I
though?
kind of
I would.
assume that it's like a hazard pay edition. Since
So, I have to tell you something. So the book said it was going to cost 1,000. I said no.
1,000 for a door?
Yeah.
How do people
No,
afford to live
I-
in this city if their door
I'm
breaks?
like, no.
What
So I
is
was
the
thinking
door made
500.
out of?
Adamantine?
Gold. I don't know.
I mean, you
But
just
I'm
need to
like,
make
no,
it
we're
out
not
of
Electro.
doing
sulfur.
that. So, I'm like, we're not going to choose the $1,000. So, as a DM call, I bring it down with a discount to a fourth of that cost of 250.
I can't
Because it
believe
is-
that costs
Thank
the
you.
same amount as the renovations for the tavern. That's
No,
wild.
well, okay, part of it is we're
It's the
poor
whole
people,
renovation. Yeah.
I know.
and we haven't.
brand new
We've been
door.
open for business like one day.
Yeah.
Right. And
We don't
opening.
have-
Now we have a
yeah.
grand closing.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Well, we can always find ways to get more money.
Yeah, who has the spell book that we need to give to Rochelle?
Not it.
Is
Well,
it
I think
me?
you have usually been holding on to all of our magic
I do have the
items and
whole,
stuff.
so-
We
yeah,
have the
and it's
whole.
easier
Oh,
for you
okay.
to carry stuff.
I will
Mhm.
go run. If anybody wants to come with me, they can. But I will run that over. Hearing the price of the door, I will run over to Rochelle and see if we can get some money for those spells.
okie dokie.
I mean, I think as I mean, it would go along just to see if. Well, because you said it would be 1 to 2 days with Vincent, right? Maybe 2 days at most.
So probably like 1 to 2 days. That's right.
Okay, because I mean, I don't want to hound him, but I was like, well,
No, I think he would probably get. It has to be at least 1 full day, but he'll probably get it done 1 full day. So probably at like late at night tonight, he can give you back your information.
okay, then I'll stay behind. I don't need to go with you.
Out of game, just letting our viewers know, since Zamita was looking at Vincent Trench for a lot of information on Istrid, I thought it would be better to message Justin directly all of that information instead of going through everything. So whenever Justin reveals that in game, it is up to him and makes it juicy. So
Yeah, it's like quite a lot of information that I have on my phone right now. So of course it'll only be
sorry.
when it's relevant and after Vincent actually gives me that information. So maybe not today, but you never know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Nozamina will stay at the tavern then, just in case anything happens.
And I apologize about the spells because I had it saved, but for some reason it didn't. I didn't think it autosaved, so I don't have that prepared. I will let you know.
How dare
So I know because I
You want to
actually
just round up to
money?
250?
So you're just
I-
gonna give us 250 gold?
I'm not gonna do that. I don't think it's that much, but I
I
will
think it is.
review that after the session and give it to you, just because it would take a lot of time. Yes, Cal.
Oz has a golden octopus
octopus.
amulet with
Yeah.
amethyst eyes that
250,
want-
right?
yeah, 250 that they're gonna go
Okay.
hawk somewhere.
An octopus
And-
for a door. Yeah, he'll take it if
Oh, he'll just take the amulet?
Yeah, he buys and sells goods. Yeah, he
That's
took the
true.
paintings you guys had. Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Cool.
So
Then
he'll do it even
Yeah,
trade.
that was so
just
easy.
give the amulet to Tally then.
I'll still look at the spell list afterwards,
Yeah.
Kimarie. I apologize about that
Yeah, you
because I
better.
had it and I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, actually, do I have it now? Nope, that's not the one. Okay. Well, I'll get to it. Okay, so Tally gave you the estimate on that. Now, later on in the morning, actually probably like maybe 10 or 11, you would hear a knock on your door, but you don't have one.
Nope.
So,
They knock on the porch railing.
a guy uses his cane to knock on like the side of the door.
Oh,
You
God.
see two familiar faces. You see Saith Cromley
Mm.
and Barnabas Blastwin at your front door. And you
Sure.
see Barnabas snacking on what looks like maybe some sort of like taffy. He has like some kind of like pinkish white taffy. And he says, "Good morning, everyone. How are all of you today? May we come in?"
I so badly want to be sarcastic. Well, we don't have a door.
What's stopping you?
Does anyone want to take the lead on this first and foremost, or do we just want to wing it as we normally do, just before we get into it?
Oz is acting like they're not there, just in case either of those guys recognize Jacob.
Okay.
So, are you in the lobby, or where are you? Because all of you were discussing in the lobby, right, when this was happening.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
So, are you going to try to do like a stealth check to escape, or what are you going to try to do?
I'm going to impersonate a statue and just act like I'm not there. Because if I move, then it's going to attract attention. So...
Make a performance check at disadvantage, please.
Oh, gosh.
You got this. You got
Oh.
this.
Lord.
Ooh.
I love the thought, but you're dealing with the private investigator here in a sergeant.
I know. I think it's more like Oz just freezes and it's like
Okay,
I don't know what to do
I
here,
didn't know
but
if you
I
were trying to
don't.
hide from this, or actually
Nah.
just like figuratively. I'll tell you what. Why don't you roll with it? We'll have fun with it.
Okay.
And I
If you get
can
a
also look at you and just whisper, "You can go inside the trap door or behind the bar."
I mean, I thought
In
of
the
that
kitchen.
too. I thought about just dropping behind the bar, but
Mhm.
I guess, can they see where I'm at the bar from where they're currently at?
Not at the moment, but I mean, they're kind of like about to peer in, so you only get a small amount of time.
Okay. As soon as Oz realizes who it is, I think they would try to just drop and crawl
Okay,
into the...
so you won't be doing the statue. You actually could try to sneak away.
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll a stealth check for me, please.
Okay.
And you're hiding behind the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, Saith has seen you already out of game.
Oh, that was a natural one.
No.
This is so horrible.
Okay, as you
I dumped my tea on myself.
as you go down to crawl on the floor, you reach out, and from part of the last battle, there was some wood paneling that sticks up a bit with the nail, and you actually hit yourself in the nail. You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Ouch.
As you look, and it stings. And then when that happened, you left a big owl and knocked over 2 bar stools and left a big commotion.
Someone's gonna need a tetanus shot.
Right?
Oh no!
And-
I'll pretend to walk around and go to their side. Like, are you okay?
And,
This isn't you.
hearing that, Saith and Barnabas just kind of waltzes in there and says, "Is everything okay? Is everything all right?"
Oh, fine. We just had a loose floorboard that we're looking to get fixed for this reason alone. How can we help you guys today?
Sure.
She's trying to divert attention away from Oz falling on the ground.
Sure.
Care for a drink, gentlemen, before we get talking.
Are you persuading them to get a drink?
No, just casual.
Okay, because I didn't know if you were going to be doing something with that. Okay.
No, just
poison them. Yeah, it's fine.
That's you, Simon.
They say no. They say no, thank you, though.
Oh,
Sage
sure.
is writing stuff down just like as he was before, and Barnabas is eating this taffy, but then also looks like there's a carrot on his other side of his hand, balancing everything out. They walk in further, and they said, "We just had a couple questions to go over some events that happened a few days ago. Now, witnesses have mentioned." 3 of you, if I remember, Craig, Zymina, and Oz. Hello. That you were at Growlhound Villa a few nights ago, helping out the lady with a threat that was in her home. Is that correct?
Yes, of course. And she kind of looks at, Craig, since he's standing there to the left, and Oz is behind her, so she can't really look at Oz, but she doesn't turn around to look or anything, just maintains eye contact.
Good. Okay. Perfect. And we have the right people, because they described what you 3 looked like. And I figured since we already encountered you before, and we thought this was the place. So, normally, I'm sure you know, breaking and entering into Noble's home is it could be a reason for death. But she said you were there to save her and help her, so there's that. Just out of curiosity, just wanted to know why you were there.
Game, I think we had mentioned what our excuse was going to be a few sessions ago, and I'm remembering it was more that the entrance by the stables was unlocked and we heard the servants upstairs calling for help.
I think you mentioned that.
Is that what we agreed on, or did we have a different plan?
I think
That
that's
sounds
right.
Very familiar.
Okay, because I didn't. Yeah.
Sure. Can you roll a deception check for me, please?
Okay.
Guidance.
You have to reach out and touch me.
I'm still on the floor, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if you could. You would obviously show you that you're giving guidance to them if it's in front of them. So I would say without guidance.
Then I wouldn't.
And I feel like I'm gonna have to pivot. So here we go. I don't know what my deception is. So. Well, I rolled a 10, so average.
Okay. So they're not so much doubting you, but they have more questions to ask you. They seem like something may not all be there, but there may be some truth to it.
Okay.
And they say, okay. That could be true. Well, another reason why we're here, and this is more important, I guess Tommy, right? That's your name?
That's me!
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I think life's all about balance, don't you?
Yes. So is my diet.
Absolutely.
Oh, carrot time.
Very important. Oh, gotta get that in, for sure.
Yeah. Where were you when your friends were at Growlhound Villa?
I was homesick.
Roll deception check.
Homesick.
I was, really very ill, which is not a lie.
Homesick with 1 max HP.
It's a half truth, Dan, so I get half credit for this.
While your friends were at Growlhound Villa. While.
I was sick.
Uh-huh.
That's a 15.
Okay. Okay. What did you have?
just something that really took the life out of me. I don't exactly know what it was.
Was it like a virus?
Yeah, something. It just made me feel super weak and just I had to take a really long rest, to recover.
Okay, well, glad you're feeling better. I mean, if you were sick, probably, I'm sure your friends probably filled you in probably what happened to all the bloodshed, so that would have been bad for you. Okay. I'm a little curious about a couple other things too. Looks like Tommy, I appreciate your honesty with me. Thank you so much with that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anything I can do to help.
And the main reason why we're here is we're looking for a book that's been missing. Private property of Lady Growlhound. It's her family heirloom that she needs, and stealing from a noble also results in death, but she's fine. Or I guess he stops himself. He's like, I guess it depends what information we get. So to the four of you, I'll ask all of you separately if you have any knowledge as to who owned, like, where that book may be. It's black and gold, has her insignia on it. Asks you, Oz, you don't know, right? Yeah, because only Miki knows, because Miki took the book.
Yeah, we don't know that Miki actually continued.
Exactly, so the three of you are in the clear. It's just Miki that has this right now. So Barnabas gets to you, Tommy.
That's me.
And
what was the name of the fat villain again? His first name? I can't remember.
The fat villain?
The one who killed the Lord that we were trying to stop.
Oh, Erstwhile.
Erstwhile, yeah.
I would, even though I don't know Miki would have taken it, just because I don't want them to be suspicious of any of us, I would have, like, casually thrown that out there as, well, I mean, Erstwhile did have a teleportation circle inside that room. Are you sure that he didn't teleport it out with one of his henchmen?
We were asking questions. Yes, Minto, he says he has no knowledge. So, from my observations, that's the one thing he seemed to be truthful about.
I want an insight, just because I want to make sure that he actually did talk to Erstwhile, and he's not just dead in a river somewhere.
Yeah, roll insight.
While Miki is gathering their thoughts on how to deal with this. Because
of course, no worries.
Sorry, Tommy. What the heck? Another 10. I don't know what my insight is, but 10.
He's normally a little hard to read, especially when it comes to revealing information about a case. From what you gather, it seemed like he was being honest.
Okay.
Being forthright with that.
Thank you.
Of course. Miki, or Tommy, you know what I mean? Tommy, do you know what happened to this book? Or who may have took it?
No, I have no idea.
Roll deception.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
Just out of game, Dan, with my what is it called? My my spore thingy or whatever, my 1d4 necrotic damage. Because they're within 10 feet of me. Like, do they? Because
you choose.
I mean, I know, but I'm asking, like, would they really know it's me? Because I know I don't actually have to use like an action or like do something with it per se to make them kind of like. Just as a thought, my thought is, if I have what I'm looking at correctly, they're invisible spores that if they just fail a con save, they would take 1d4 damage. So I wanted to make, like, distract him by making him like cough by taking damage. But if he would have an inkling at all that it was like me doing something, I wouldn't do it. So, I was just curious.
So they're not doing anything to him. I'm going to get to you in a second, though. Because I think we'll address something. What did you roll, Kimarie?
16.
Oh, thank God.
16. He looks at you, really focuses at you. Okay. Well, guess we don't know. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board, Saith. Saith's like, okay. And looks at you, Oz. And then just goes on his paper. But you don't see him budging. You just look like another person to him. Just like, he goes, get that looked at. Looks at your hand.
Oh, well.
Barnabas, from what you gather, especially you, Zymina, with your passive perception too, he knows that there's still more that's going on, but he doesn't know yet. So he's saying the following. He says, "Thank you for being mostly honest with us. Just want to reiterate." Hold on, I want to finish my taffy. And throws away the carrot. Sorry, littering's a crime. I'll pick it up. Pockets it. Just be careful of where you go, and don't try to take on investigations by yourself. I know we all want to be heroes, but please leave it to the City Watch, because you would be in a lot of danger, especially with what just happened and you were there. But the lady was grateful that you helped get her stool, and luckily there was no charge. If you were to take the book, hypothetically, you would have to pay. She made an agreement that 1,000 dragon would suffice. But I don't think you guys have any knowledge, so thank you for your time. Good luck on your door as well. That's a bit strange. Have a good day. And
Thank you, you too.
Zymina, you were wondering about if the spores were doing anything, right? Or picking up, if they would pick anything up?
No. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I literally, because
you
didn't actually give me the name of what it is, so I'm just going off of what I'm assuming it is.
Yeah.
Because I have the description. So I'm just saying it would be like they're invisible. I don't have to wave my hand and be like spores or whatever. So it's like just a passive effect that I would have like inflicted on him to like take damage and kind of like feel like he's getting sick per se, to kind of give him like a disadvantage on like inciting Miki. That was the only thing. I was gonna say if it was like very obvious that I'm doing something to him, then I wouldn't have done it. That's why I was clarifying.
Gotcha. Yeah, you would have to activate it to cause any damage. They don't see it. It's invisible. It wouldn't cause anything on them. I think you just figured out your class. So you're a druid.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know how else to explain it because you never gave me the name of it. So I was like,
I know.
It's okay.
It's okay. I
think reveal.
I was going to reveal within the next couple sessions, and I'm like, let's just do it this way for Justin. I like it. All right.
I don't want to beat around the bush with it. I'm sorry. I just
it's okay.
I wanted to help Miki out.
So everyone that's watching, Justin is a druid. Zymina is a drow druid, a DD. So let's get to it. If I can get to the thing. Druid, D&D, 5e.
Well, you don't have to tell me my subclass or anything like that if you don't want to.
No, it's also for the viewers as well.
Okay.
So, we're going to do that quickly. So, druids, for people that are unfamiliar with druids, because we didn't have one on the first campaign, Kimarie, did we? I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay. These are pretty much magical beings that can, they're very one with nature, and they can transform into animals. And cast magic. So you do speak Druidic, Zymina. So you do know that as well.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yes. So you also have Wild Shape as well. You can cast it twice per long rest, and you can transform the number to a beast. Our number of hours equal to your druid level rounded down. So you can transform into an animal for an hour. No, wait, 2 hours. Sorry, because you're level 4. And you gain. Actually, that's for your druid. Sorry, your circle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now, actually. So your circle is the circle of spores. That is correct.
Hey.
Ooh,
So
that's cool.
When you remember when you were at the base of Mount Waterdeep and that light aerosol popped out, when you leveled up, that's when the spores came out.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
Yes. So that's
because when you were describing the like things being drained of life, like the necrotic thing, I was like, I get that now too.
Yeah.
But,
so
okay.
They're like mushroom-like spores that suck the life out slowly of your enemies that you choose. So second level, you get Halo of Spores, which You are surrounded by invisible necrotic spores that are harmless until you unleash them on a creature nearby. When a creature you can see moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn there, you can use your reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage, unless they succeed on a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. And increases to 1d6, 1d8, 1d10, and so on and so forth when you level up. Also, Symbiotic Entity. At second level, this kind of goes hand in hand with your Wild Shape feature. You gain the ability to channel magic into your spores. So as an action, you can expend a use of your Wild Shape feature to awaken those spores, rather than transforming into a beast form. And you gain 4 temporary hit points for each level you have in this class, so you would gain 16 temporary HP. Nice. While this feature is active, you gain the following benefits. When you deal your Hail of Spores damage, roll the damage die a second time and add it to the total.
So roll it twice, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then your melee weapon attacks deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to any target they hit.
Okay,
and
that is cool.
Mm-hmm. And this lasts for 10 minutes until you lose all temporary hit points, or until you use your Wild Shape again.
Okay, so awesome.
So you can either turn into an animal, which I think with the challenge, like that's the thing. Like I felt like, where are you at here? There you go. Yep. So Wild Shape, you can transform to a max challenge rating of 1/2. What again for people that are watching, a challenge rating is the how dangerous or how powerful a beast can be. So it can't be like a huge Matadon, but basically, like an otter or something at the moment, it could do. But you can run, walk, and swim. So you just have no flying speed at the moment. When you hit 8th level, you can be any type of animal with that challenge rating. So
right.
And you know how, Wild Shapes work as well. Of the beast, you still retain your alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You just get the strength, the dex of the animal, like if you were turned into a shark, for example.
Right.
And
I
when you
get temp hit points based on their hit points.
So when you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. So you get the shark's hit points stacked, temporary hit points stacked on top of your normal hit points. So it's like a good buffer. You can't cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to capabilities of your beast form. You retain the benefits of any features from your race, class, all that stuff. You choose whether equipment falls to the ground in your space, merges into your normal form. I'm just going to say it's going to merge on you. Save time.
Yeah.
So, Druid is one of my favorite classes. I think it is one of the most difficult classes in D&D, because you can transform into all these different animals. There's a lot of utility. There's a lot of things you can do, especially with the spells you prepare. So, Justin, you now have unlocked the entire list of spells for Druid.
Yay!
So, and it's just like Kimarie and Cal's class, which you have to prepare it. So, Sorry, Dennis, you don't have any spells. So you have a Bugbear Barbarian and 3 spellcasters.
Well, I'll just start enchanting you.
Yeah.
To just run in.
Exactly.
Hey, I already have.
I found Rochelle's spells.
Awesome.
There you go. So
Dad.
it was perfect. So to sum everything up, every race and class has been revealed. Oz is a cleric doppelganger. Craig is a Bugbear Barbarian. Miki is a Kenku artificer, and Zymina is a Drow druid.
A DD.
A DD. Yep. A BB and a DD. Okay.
Now you don't have to reveal those, but would you be able to tell me what my wisdom modifier would be, just so that I know how many spells I can prepare?
Oh yeah, I'll give
it. Or do you not want to? You can message me that or something.
Because I think I gave Oz and Kimarie. I'm sorry, Oz and Miki. I gave you your. But okay, yeah. So Zymina, your wisdom bonus is a +4.
Woo!
Oh, is it really? I did not have it as that.
Yep.
So then I need to change some things that I thought I had around.
Yep, that's right.
You.
Yep. And if it helps the passive perception, it's 10 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency. Or your perception, so 16 total. Yeah. Alright. For the spells, Kimarie, right? I already looked at which spells he didn't have. He didn't have Alarm, Illusionary Script, Knock, or Locate Object. So It is. He's selling all of those for 25.50. 200 total.
Woo! Great.
Hey, that's good.
Yep. All right.
Well,
So
close to
add,
250.
there you go. So add 200 to that. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
We're all arranged. So
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. It's nice that everyone knows the racing class now, so I can actually not have to worry about that.
Oh,
so
great.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, anything else with Barnabas or Saith, Justin, that you wanted to do? Did I answer your question?
You did. I was just saying. I just wanted clarification purposely for like maybe that would distract him if I dealt damage to them, but they don't know it's me because it's like an invisible thing.
Got you.
You know?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. Okay. Perfect. So, you guys avoided that situation for the most part. Great job. Another thing too, I know this is a lot, just information coming in. Oz, you hear a voice at the back of your mind. Hey Oz, you there?
Yes.
Vajra, it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm
You available?
alive. What's up?
Have another mission for you if you're willing to. Hold on one second. She's wrestling through stuff, but like she's still sending like it's not as professional. She's just sorry, I have a lot on my mind.
I'll be right back.
Okay, go for it. So, there's someone part of our faction we kind of need you to look at and figure out what's wrong with him. You may have known him. His name's Mayloon War Dragon.
Oh. What's going on?
Yeah, he stays at the Yawning Portal. There's something. Actually, let me bring it exactly up here for you. Yeah. This Mayloon War Dragon, a trusted member of the Force, has been acting strangely sour, hanging out at the Yawning Portal. If you could observe him for 5 days, then report, that would be great. If you figure out what's wrong with him, and let us know sooner, and it works, that works as well. If you let us know before the 5 days what goes on, I'll give you a magic item as a thank you.
Alrighty, I'll see what I can do.
Alright, thank you. So,
Just
we
see
have that.
Oz talking to themselves and be like, huh?
Exactly. I love it. Alright, yeah, and also one more thing I forgot to. Craig, you see a very familiar figure coming in
Hey.
that I think you are a fan of. You see Yagra come in. He comes in, just, where's my prince?
Oh.
There you are, come here. She reaches out and gives you a hug.
I kind of like pick her up a little bit off the ground.
Can you make an athletics check for me? Sorry to interrupt.
13.
Okay. She's 7 feet, so she's really big, but you pick her up a little bit. Sorry, and you were saying?
I guess I didn't realize she was like almost as tall as me.
She's an orc, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, she's almost eye level with you, and she goes, I got to know, pretty boy. Hopefully I came here as soon as I could. So, is she giving you trouble?
Yeah, she's being a little shit.
Yagra
Put it mildly.
Is this conversation just happening out in the open?
Yeah.
Oh, she's being a real see you next Tuesday.
What does that mean? Looks at you.
It's a bad word. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Great. A sunt. Okay.
I knew that was coming.
So,
I came here because I got your letter and I thought I loved the XOs. That was really nice.
I'm glad you liked it.
I did. I wanted to write you back, but I wanted to see you in person because I thought you would like that.
She kind of like looks down a little bit, a little blushing.
I'm so glad you came.
Oh,
I'm not
too.
just because I need help with Istrid.
Yes? What? Why?
I'm sorry. She's asking what, like, oh, you said not just because.
Not
another
just
reason you asked her.
because.
Oh, it's just because.
Not just because.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. What's the other reason, lover boy?
I think you know why.
Maybe. I actually had another reason I came on my own too. Who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
What a true gentleman. So since DeVille is kind of busy, I had more free time, and I thought it would be good to take you for a date.
I would love to go. Yeah.
Yes!
Yay!
What a date!
I wanted to impress you because I know you like cooking.
Let me actually bring up her picture.
Please do.
I need to do that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. She says,
I mean, she ain't ugly. She cute.
she's cute.
Cause I know that you're a big fan of cooking, and DeVille set aside some money for me to use. And I booked. Well, we can go tonight or tomorrow. I can get us a reservation at the Mermaid at the Dolphin. It's a fancy restaurant in the Sea Ward. We can have a nice time together, and I got afterwards too. If you want.
I would love to go and get away. To be with you, number one, and secondly, to get away from Istrid.
How long is she staying?
3 more days.
Well, before I go, I can. Yes.
Do you know
Lover
anything
boy.
about the trouble she's gotten herself into?
Describe to me what trouble she's talking about.
All she said was that she needed a place to stay for 5 days, which was 2 days ago, and that if we did not take her in, or she got hurt in any way, that she would let the city guards know about Miki and I. And that
He did.
yes.
Here's the thing with this Strit Crick. She is pretty powerful in her group. More than myself. Normally, I would just yell at her to knock the fuck it off and throw her against the wall. But I have to be careful of that. Because the Doom Raiders have been kind to me and brought me in when no one else would. I can talk to her, but I can't guarantee her anything.
She also tried to banish me last night.
She did what?
What?
Oh, not to mention she was trying to extort another guild member to reveal all their secrets and possibly start a guild or faction war between everyone.
Oh, she does that. But banish you?
I feel like that goes against the code or something, right, Yagra?
Oh, Zentarum? Doom Raiders?
Sure.
Oh, other factions, it's all up for grabs, but if it's someone within our group, that could be a problem.
And I also forgot to mention the gaslighting last night as well, after she tried to banish me. So, it's fun.
She was trying to blame you for her doing that. I'm sorry you're in this, Craig.
It's okay. I'm just glad you're here. You don't necessarily need to talk to her right now.
Well, here, she like looks at the rest of you still, and she kind of like huddles down a little bit more and she's trying to whisper, but she still doesn't do a good job. You can easily pick up on it. She goes, I don't want you to have to join this group for me. I would still like you even if you weren't in this group.
Well,
I don't want you to put yourself in danger because of me. A lot of people I love have passed away because of it. I don't want that to happen to you.
That's not gonna happen to me. That's a promise.
Alright. I care about you.
Care about you?
She like almost wiping away a tear.
Well, would you like to go out today or tomorrow? It'll be near the night. I gotta put on,
she sighs,
a dress.
I'm sure you're gonna look beautiful.
You're so handsome. You wouldn't even need any clothes and you'll still be handsome.
I'll throw on my maroon.
You have your suit, yeah.
with the white trim.
Alright.
You know, you guys could always go to the Sea Maidens Fair. You can maybe play a little more of the games that we didn't get to play last time.
She looks down and kind of looks at you a little bit. Yeah. What's up?
No,
Kimarie?
sorry. After this, I have something.
Okay. She kind of looks at you and looks up a little bit. There's a bit of tension when she heard that. You would think that she kind of knows what that's about and how close of that to from your, and I would say passive insight. She yeah, we can't hide it very well. Like, you know, that's getting close to the JB realm type of things. And she goes,
I think we'll skip that for now. Thank you, though. I have plans already made.
Oh, well, that is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Miki will come around the bar and kind of go up to Craig and Yagra and just be like, do you have any more information on DeVille and why he got taken, when he's going to be released, or what happened? Are, like, we in danger, like Istrid?
Well, I don't know if I got that much information, because I didn't know you would be asking that, but, he should be out within the next couple days, I think. He's told me he's winning people over. I visited him. He doesn't look phased. He's smiling just as he normally does. Like he was expecting this. He's really smart.
Yeah.
I also, got this from Tashlin to give to you and Craig, because she kind of knew I was making my way there.
it is another note for another mission.
Nice.
So, yep. And let me get to it. It reads the following. Waterdeep's richest halfling family, the Snow Beetles, is offering 500 dragons for information leading to the safe return of a missing family member named Dasher Snow Beetle. This would obviously help our efforts. Look into it.
500 dragons.
That's
My
it?
god. Y'all get so much money in your faction? Damn.
I mean, they are the wealthiest halfling.
Halfling?
What did you say?
Waterdeep's richest halfling family.
Yeah,
The Snow
halfling
Beetles.
family.
Yes.
What? They're rich.
That's wild.
It is. Is there any more information on the note, like where we should start, or?
No. You're gonna have to do cold turkey to figure this out and what you want to do.
Dan.
Yes.
We only have 2 hours a night.
I know this. I know. Don't worry.
I don't like it.
I mean,
do you have any info on that?
You're on the 3rd mission here. It doesn't get easier. I know.
What?
But to be social, Miki, you're definitely fine with that.
No,
So out of game. Here's what you're going to need to do. Let me see here. You have to spend. There's 2 methods here. You can spend at least 3 days asking persistent questions, and you have to meet or exceed a persuasion or intimidation check, a DC that's in the book here. Or, and I'm going to make a decision on this, or you can pay 50 dragon and bribe people to get information about the snow beetle's whereabouts. So you can take the easy route and it's going to cost money, or you can take this more difficult route.
But we don't even know what ward to start in, technically, right?
No. Because he's just missing.
Other than the fact that Tashlyn is is
she's the hothead.
Yeah, she's a hothead. Isn't she located in the south ward because of the magic?
She's the one that guards Matt. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And the writing was definitely different. It wasn't as neatly arranged as DeVille would do it. This is something she wrote out. So it is going to be harder, but it is 500 dragon is the proposed reward. So that's just something that you have to think about. Yep. All right. So
Yagra says, "Yeah, that's all I got. Sorry. So Craig, did you want to go tonight or tomorrow? I forgot."
We can go tonight.
Okay.
I need a break.
All right, I'll make sure to look nice and pretty for you.
I'm sure you will.
All right, I can quickly talk to Esther before I go. Is she up? Where is she? Upstairs?
Yes.
All right, I'll do my best. Again, I can't make promises. Take care. XOXO.
She gives you a hug.
Thank you.
I hug her back.
All right.
And she goes upstairs, and you don't hear anything. There's no yelling or anything, and you see her walk down and go out. Okay. So, you guys can talk amongst. Yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
I know it's a lot of stuff right now. Yes.
Did Tally give a time frame on when we would get our door and stuff fixed?
He said probably in the next couple days, 2-3 days.
Great.
It's a hell of the door. I mean, I'll tell you what. Oz, roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, Oz.
Roll a
Get
persuasion
it.
check. Let's see if you can get it done sooner.
Work.
Well, I rolled a 16, and I don't know what my modifier is.
No worries. He'll said he'll complete it by the end of the day tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
There you
That's
go.
better.
He's building a whole new door for you guys. It's gonna take a little bit of time.
Yeah. Let's have one in his workshop ready to go for us, knowing us now.
Sure.
All right. So, as time goes on, I guess. So, Oz, you have the yes.
Yeah, I wanted to tell them about
Go
the
for it.
quest. So,
Mhm. Yep.
So I wasn't just talking to myself before.
Oh.
That was.
I thought you were crazy there for a second there, Oz.
I mean, out of the 4 of us.
Definitely you. Pool of blood.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. Rats. I mean, that was a message from Vajra. Apparently Mayloon's been acting sour lately, and she wants me to go watch him for 5 days, or unless I can figure out what's going on with them sooner. So
Why don't you just go talk to him?
well, he doesn't recognize me anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he'd recognize the rest of us, and considering how many guests we continue to bring into our wonderful lives lately, he can just stay here.
He's been living at the Yawning Portal for God, I don't even know how long. And vomiting, may I remind you, a lot.
Is that the guy with the axe again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
just to remind our lovely people, that's the guy with the axe, and also, as a reminder, we do have our NPC list linked.
Yep.
If you forget, like I do, all the time.
I forgot.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, you can check that out.
Well, maybe part of him acting sour means he's turned a new leaf and he isn't vomiting anymore, but it's easier for all of us to be here and take care of it than have you go and be somewhere separate for 5 days. I mean, we already have Istrid.
Right.
And then she kind of like looks between Craig and Miki and just goes, and to think that she's extorting both of you.
It's
That was
not
great.
ideal.
Well, alright, how about this? I can go sit for a couple hours and watch him for a little bit. I'll talk to Bonnie and see if she knows anything. And just kind of feel out the situation. And, I mean, if I can get him to come stay with us, which I think would be pretty difficult since he's always been near the portal. And that axe has something to do with it, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't know, I'll just feel it out a little bit and get some cursory information and I'll be back. Because I don't trust our current house guests.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah, go ahead. If you need any help, like, let us know. Because we can talk to him, or not talk to him.
Fair
Right.
enough.
Perfect. So you're gonna make your way to the awning portal, right?
Yeah.
Probably like right away.
Yeah. Probably should.
Sounds good. Nothing from Vincent Trench yet, Zymina?
Okay.
Probably. I will say probably he's gonna spend his whole day looking at that at least. So probably by maybe after he closes shop, he'll visit the tavern and give you what he has.
Or tomorrow. It doesn't matter, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he's gonna
Well,
see
probably-
we're not gonna have a door, so.
Yeah. Probably tomorrow morning he'll give you his intel because probably some of it requires nightly operations, right?
Fair.
Okay. So, and we got the date. Okay, let's start. Okay, I kind of want to start with Oz. With, and then because the date thing, that's gonna be a good session full of fun for you, Dennis. So, just to let you know, did Justin and Kimarie, did you want to do anything else? I want to make sure you had your time.
I'm gonna write a little note to Floon.
I
Okay.
knew it.
A little paper bird. And just say, hey Floon, I miss you. Come to the tavern. Let's have a drink. Or two. Or more.
Okay. All right.
You're not saying this out loud as you
Winky
write, right?
face. Oh, absolutely. I
Oh
will
my
definitely
God.
say this out loud.
All
My
right.
rats are all like doing. Oh, sorry. I push it down. They do like a little heart around the paper bird.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
But
That
your
It
means
little-
it's
catch
just
on fire
bird
just a little
wing.
bit, but then I blow it out and.
Oh god.
You be careful because you don't want the beak to poke the paper, so you
Right,
want to make
yes,
sure of that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Zamina's
How about-
just looking between Craig leaving and looking at Mickey and just shaking her head and it was in the air, huh? makes me sick. And then she'll like turn around to go like put the pallet back in front of the door because no.
And then as you turn around and put the pallet door away, you turn around and you see Isra and she goes, "I'm sick of you." And then we'll move to
That's for real?
yeah,
Okay, good.
she's like, "I'm sick of you."
Good, okay, great. That's wonderful. We'll get
Okay.
back to that.
I'm
All
so
right.
happy I left for before that.
Yeah. All right. So I would say it's probably early, like mid to late, like 3-4 o'clock. We are going to the yawning portal,
Yay!
back to where we are. So you arrive, got you here,
Okay.
and here's the layout. You see a goblin here, probably 2 Bragendareth people here. Drow. Mayloon is over here. Bonnie and 3 Strings are over here. Melanor and Pumpernickel, part of the Emerald Enclave. Renair and Floon are over here. And a Durgar, you vaguely remember, looks similar to the one whose wife got eaten by the troll the first time.
Oh yeah.
So he's there too.
Okay.
So you walk inside.
I do. I think I'm gonna stop by the bar right there to
Okay.
get a drink. My favorite drink of
right.
water.
Jordan sees you and says, "Oh, go ahead."
Go ahead.
Jordan says, "Welcome back." You see he's like sweating.
Instant.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead, Miki.
So sorry, just out of game, I can't remember. Has Durnan seen Oz in this form?
From what I remember, yes.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know. I couldn't remember.
The time that you
One
were
time,
waiting
yeah.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for
I
everybody's
have to be really
recollection.
careful of that and remember who's seen which.
Yeah, who's seen
things
Oz
of,
in what
yes.
form?
Right.
Okay.
That's why
Thank
Nanette
you.
had mentioned like, oh, you've been in this form for a long time, or
Yeah.
whoever it was. Oh,
JB did.
Jay, yeah.
Be careful.
Jalister's not here, right? Right.
You don't see Jalster here, and Jordan says,
Good.
"No, I think he took an early leave today."
Oh, I wasn't saying that out loud.
Oh, okay.
That was out of game. Sorry.
That's okay. Everything I say is taken in game until
Fair enough. Fair
No worries.
enough. Could I just get a nice cold water, please?
Sure. And he's getting cold water. You notice as you're looking around, the Sturgar's named Marvin.
Marvin.
Remember
I
back in the
just
day.
looked that up.
He looks at you as if he's seen a ghost. And
Oh,
his
dear.
eyes get big and drops, and he runs and bolts towards you. Are you doing anything?
I want to step out in front of him and be like, "Whoa there, what's the rush, fella?"
You don't remember me, son?
What?
Where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. Do you know what happened to Mom?
No.
She got eaten by a troll. Where have? Let me hug you.
Oz
No.
takes a step back. Like,
You see his heart like breaking for like, and this is in front of Durnan as well, and everyone else, and like even Bonnie's like her eyes are getting wide too.
why don't we take a step outside and have a talk?
Okay. Is everything okay? Tell me what happened. What happened? I haven't seen you in like weeks. I know you're-
Let's step outside.
Okay, you step outside, and Durnan's looking at you like, Like, this is, yeah. Jake's
Yep.
up outside. Marvin's outside too.
Yeah.
And this is the front, I mean, so it is kind of in front of a busy street too. So there's people, like, you see wagons going by, you see people walking by as well. And he says to you, I've missed you so much.
I'm
I thought you were
sorry,
dead.
sir, but I don't think that I'm who
Sir?
you think I am.
Jacob, why? I
I'm
can't
not.
lose you now.
I'm not Jacob. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why? But you look just like him.
I'm sorry that my visage is causing you pain, but
You're wearing his clothes, you have his hair, you have his eyes. I know my son.
you know his voice. Does my voice sound like your son's?
No. Do you know where he is?
I don't.
Roll a deception check.
Who would have thought, of all the people, Jacob's father would have been? I'm shook.
Doesn't have to be
so
birth related if you adopt
Yep.
it.
I'm so shook.
Yeah.
Not his mom being eaten by a troll.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, full circle.
No.
That was a natural one.
Again?
What the hell?
No!
I
You
rolled
need-
the same dice as before. I'm sorry.
You
It's
should
a
have
fail
known!
now.
Oh god.
I did know where he was. I don't know where he is now.
You did something to my boy. And I want you to tell me right now, or I will scream and reveal you know where he is and you did something to him. I will report you to every single fucking City Watch. Listen, okay, whoever you are, okay? Jacob's mother was a horrible woman. I didn't want to be with her. It was a marriage turned sour and he left. He saw me as weak and hated her. Now, I don't know where he is. When she died, I felt a sense of freedom. And he kind of lowers his voice down. All I want is to be with my son and leave this town. That's the only thing that's keeping me here. And I don't know where to look. You're my only person that could tell me where he is. And I can tell you're lying to me. So help me. If I'm going to be unhappy and you're not going to help me, I'm going to do the same to you. Whoever you are. So I'm going to give you another chance. And you better be truthful to me. Where is my son?
I can't talk about it right now, but I will tell you more if you meet me at the Raven Queen Shrine in the City of the Dead this evening.
Roll a persuasion check. It's going to be a little bit high.
Come on, Cal. Come on, Cal. Different dice. Different dice.
Alright, I'm grabbing the metal dice.
Do
I
it.
don't trust any
Because
of
he
these other
thinks that
ones.
you're just going to desert him and leave him. And he has nothing.
Oof.
15? And I don't know what my modifier
I have to
is.
take a look. Okay.
He sounded so disappointed. I have to take a look.
I have to take a look. I'm getting into the character. The City of the Dead, you said tomorrow?
This evening.
This evening. He looks at you and says, you better be truthful of this. So help me. You're going to regret it. And you see him walk away. Not going back in the tavern.
Well, I'm gotta go back in the tavern, so
Yep.
damn it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, that was fun.
Yep. So
I go back to Durnan, looking for my water.
It's here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'll just find a table and sit for a while.
I think that's a good idea.
Actually, can I pick your brain about a couple things?
Sure. I love serving customers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What would you like to ask me? He's like really frustrated, uncomfortable, like does not want to continue having this conversation, but he has to play along.
Right. Yeah. And I'm trying to just act like another customer.
Of course,
despite,
yeah. I think you are, yeah.
Everything else that's
He's
already
just-
happened.
He's bad at hiding this while he just... Yep. So, go ahead. Let me bring up Durnan here, actually.
Yeah.
One of the first NPCs in this game.
Mm-hmm. Daddy Durnan.
Also known as Cal. Also known as Daddy Durnan.
Another DD. Mhm.
Man.
I still love that clip.
It's a good clip.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There you go. Okay, so what do you want to ask me?
Such stink eye.
Yeah, he's
So-
the crush sometimes. Yeah.
It's come to my attention that Mayloon's been acting a bit strange lately.
Well, he's always focused on that sword.
X.
Whatever. I don't care.
Alright, fine.
And as of late, he's not as jolly. But even then, when he was studying his weapon,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't seem like himself, so I don't know what's going on with him. Even when our housekeeper was here beforehand, he acted that same dumbfound way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time, at least a few years. But as of recently, it's gone worse.
Interesting.
Yeah. So. Wonderful talk, right? Are we done? Respectfully?
Yes, thank you. I will leave you to your stuff now, thanks.
All right. Take care. And then you hear from the corner, you hear Floon, "Hi there. I've missed you. Come give me a hug. Hello, hello."
Hello.
Renair is there as well and saying, "Hello, friend.
How's it going?
It's going well. Appreciate it. Floon wanted to bring you over here because we were actually about to contact you with another potential mission.
Oh,
some
really?
help. Yes, if you're not too busy. I don't know if you have your hands full at the moment. It seems like a bit of a rustle bustle. What happened?
Oh, there's just never quiet moments anymore. But what's up? What can I do for you?
Floon says, "Oh, I actually don't like it being quiet. I like a lot of noise." Oh, but anyways, Renair, can I do the honors? I really always wanted to do this. He goes, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So he explains to you the next mission. If I can bring it up. Yeah. It's so many pages. I apologize.
No, it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, says one of our members, Matrim Merrig, has allied himself with a gang of doppelgangers and believes the Harpers should recruit them. We need an unbiased opinion. If you can speak with him and speak with each of the doppelgangers and gauge their trustworthiness, that would be great. He's actually in the tavern here, and it's actually convenient. We just didn't want to do it ourselves, so Mert actually requested that you do it. That's what they said.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Can you repeat that?
Sure.
Sorry, I got some of it, but I missed it.
That's okay. One of our members, Matrim Merrig, otherwise known as Three Strings, by the way,
Oh.
has allied himself with a gang of doppelgangers and believes the Harpers should recruit them. We need an unbiased opinion, which is ironic. Track down and speak with each of the doppelgangers and gauge their trustworthiness.
Wow. A little on the nose, huh?
Yeah.
Just a smidge, especially since they're talking to Bonnie too.
Uh-huh. Yep. And Flynn goes, oh, that actually was a bit fun. Yeah, so that's your mission, but hope everything is well with you and everything. I don't want to take too much of your time. You look like you're on a mission.
Oh, a little bit. It's pretty relaxed though. It's
Alright.
a little strange being back here though, so just
You can
trying to
understand.
enjoy it while I can, I suppose.
Sure. Alright. Very well, you have fun. Oh, look, there's a bird flying my way.
Guess who that's from, I bet.
So, feel free to carry on and he can look at this
Wait,
right now.
what was Flume's reaction?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Ozil just kind of cheers him and walk
Yeah.
towards Bonnie and Three Strings.
Sir, as you walk away, you hear, oh, what an eager birdie.
Oh no! Not an eager birdie.
Oz,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. I know Floon might hear Oz like snort at that as,
Yeah.
as they're walking away.
So you get to Mayloon. He's there.
What? No. Nope,
Oh,
not
like-
Mayloon.
Oh, you're looking at Three Strings.
Yeah, and
I
Bonnie.
apologize. I missed her. And Bonnie.
That's okay.
Alright, sorry, it's a lot. So you get to Three Strings and Bonnie. Three Strings is tuning up his lute, but it only has 3 strings. So he doesn't have a lot to work with. Bonnie's there, and Bonnie's like, oh, hi, doll. Oh, I miss you so much. Give me a hug.
Hey,
It's
Bonnie.
been far too long. Hello there. How
How's
are
it
you?
going?
No, it's going all right. Going all right. Let me. There you go. Print Bonnie out for you. There you go.
Nice.
Very good. I know you haven't talked too much, but you haven't met Three Strings, have you? Three Strings is there. What's up? How you doing?
Hey. How's
Hey.
it going?
You haven't like talked to me at all too much.
It's just been a crazy time.
It's all right. So why are you here?
I actually wanted to talk to you about a group of people that you've become friends with recently, and think that they should be recruited.
Ah, yeah. All right. I see you. Okay, sure. You're looking right at her. And Bonnie looks at Three Strings. Three Strings, do you mind? No, no worries. You can chat. You can chat. That's fine. Bonnie's like, let's just get a room, hon. All right, everyone's been served.
Sure.
All right. Then you go upstairs into the bedroom. Right when you were first revealed that you were a doppelganger, so it actually is kind of surreal that's happening again. And she says, all right, hon. Listen, Three Strings heard rumors that I'm a doppelganger, but doesn't really truly know it yet. Okay, he's just playing coy, trying to get information. Okay, you only know. So you want to meet the guy? You want to meet doppelgangers? Is this what the hoppers want, hon?
This is what they just told me. Is they want to know whether the group of people is trustworthy or not, and what my gauge is on them, and that Three Strings suggested that y'all be recruited into the hoppers. So is that what you guys want?
Well, I mean, I love me a good hopper. I mean, Three Strings is nice, and Fluent and Renee, they're very trustworthy. I can rely on them. I wouldn't mind joining, but there's about 4 other people that we're going to have to persuade in order to do so, and you're going to have to do intel. I trust them wholeheartedly, but Hoppers are pretty particular about those people. But I can give you quickly their names, and I'm going to need some time. So she gives you the first name. Okay. It's Willifort Crowell. That's Willi, F as in Frank, O-R-T. Crowell is Crowelle. She says he actually works at the Castellanter's villa.
Oh. Okay.
He takes form of an aged male tiefling in a black suit with thin-ribbed spectacles. He's a personal servant to them. If he's available anytime, but I'm going to need 2 days to prepare if we need to get him together for a meeting.
Well, hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Then there's also Nanithra Laurel Star. I'm sorry. Nanitha Laurel Star. That's Naneatha. Then Laurel Star is Lharilstar.
Boy, these names.
I know. She takes the form of a beautiful noble woman and presents himself in a high manner to try to fit in with the nobility, so that she can survive here. She throws her appearance around, but she's only available in the evenings because she has her meet and greets with the other women and nobility in the city. Their little book club or whatever it is, or wine drinking, I don't know. Then there's Cecil Weiss, Cecil. Weiss is Weiss. Cecil is a bard. He expresses his desire to make, big in the city and splendor, so he really loves music and loves performing. So he's trying to look real nice and be a showboat for everyone in the city and make a name for himself as, disguise him however he wants to. He's available anytime as long as he's first given a day in advance to prepare. So Willifort needs 2 days, Cecil needs 1 day, and Nanitha just needs in evenings she's available. Okay. And then lastly is Vaniel Shortwick. That's V as in Victor, Aniel, so Daniel with a V. And then Shortwick, Shortwick. He's disguised as a male halfling bartender. He pretty much works with he works at a hostel close by, I think in the dock ward. Let me see if actually she knows this. Yeah, I know you may not be liking that, but those hostels were like a home to were-rats a few times ago. So he used to work for that. From my knowledge. But you didn't hear that from me, hon. But yeah, he's pretty much, I can make him available whenever he needs to. He owes me a favor. So, you just let me know when you want to meet, and it'd probably be better to meet at your place. If you want, if it's secret. Then we can get everyone together. Just let me know.
That definitely could work. Just gotta converse with the others to make sure on the day and time. Evening, obviously, but...
Sure thing, hon. Alright. Well, let me know. Send a paper bird a visit.
Andy?
I love you.
I have another question for you, though, while I got you.
Yes, hon. Yes. What is it?
So, I was told that Mayloon's been acting kind of funny lately.
Yeah, he's not as friendly anymore. I mean, he's okay. He's just not as jolly as he used to be. But I'm sure maybe you've heard through the grapevine, hon, that he's been this way for a long time. It's just gotten worse. So I don't know.
Is he still drinking like he normally does?
He still drinks, but he's not all up there in the head, hon. I don't know.
And he just stares at his axe all day or something?
Yeah, it's like he's at wills for it or something. Like he's trying to use his brain power or something to get it. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm sorry, hon. Wish I could be more help.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And I will let you know about the other stuff.
Alright. Look forward to it, hon. Love you.
Love you.
Alright. Exit the conversation. And are you just going to be talking to Mayloon then?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we do that, I want to make sure that the three of you, Miki, Zymina, and Craig, you're pretty much just waiting for the data, I know, but I wanted you three to make sure if you had anything else you wanted to do briefly, to let me know. Because I want to make sure you have your time too.
You know, unless you want to make this whole thing about me and Istrid, no.
Hey, she's downstairs. She's in the lobby. She said she's sick of you.
Yeah, I know. You know what? We can always do that next session. We'll start with that, but I'll just turn around after putting the pallet back as she's down there, and she just goes, "And I love that for you. I really do. It's so nice to be hated." And she'll just smile and walk behind the bar.
Your
very
ass
sincere in that. Oh, you don't need to lie to me. You're not very good at it, remember?
You're ugly.
Oh, we all know that's not true. Anything else?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, by all means.
She walks up to you.
Miki's in the room with them too, so like.
Absolutely, I am like rinsing out glasses. I have my rats kind of
Let me get back to
surrounding me.
Sure.
Kind of just waiting to see how this is all gonna hash out. Miki will not say anything. Miki is just there though to be there in case something happens.
Yeah. She looks up at you and says, "Did you hear about the conditions that were agreed upon when I were to be here for the next few days? Zymina, my darling?"
She kind of like looks up thoughtfully, like putting a finger on her chin, like pretending to care, and just goes, "You know, I think I did hear something about that. So interesting that you take out insurance on your own faction members."
Well, it's just because, we're supposed to be a family, right? You know everything about family. Zymina.
Well,
but,
yes, you're a family. I mean, okay, never mind. I didn't overhear the conversation. I was going to say you're the one who said you didn't have family, and I was like, nope, that was not my conversation.
Well, it was, if I were to be harmed in any way, then I would just send them to jail, or get the authorities taken to jail, and I'm kind of feeling emotionally and mentally harmed right now, Zymina.
Dear, wow, that is just so unfortunate that someone with your stature, your fortitude, could be so mentally damaged, and truly you have my pity. Apologies that you feel that way.
No,
tell me.
I don't give a fuck what happens these next couple days.
No?
But the more you anger me, I'm gonna do everything I can to make your life hell. I will sick Ziraj on you. Deville will make sure that no one can help you, not nobles, no connections, anything. You're gonna be landlocked. No one's gonna help you, not even JB. Oh, JB, who thinks he cares about the world of you? He doesn't. He just picks any other woman that looks like you and just discards the rest.
Well, you really did have me in the first half, but when you said every woman who looks like me, and I just know that's so untrue. I know I'm a drow, but I look so much more distinct than that. But Istrid, let me just tell you something. And like now she's behind the bar, and she'll lean onto the bar with her hands clasped and her chin on her hands, and just look at her smiling. You can do whatever it is that makes you happy. Just know that even if you do sick your bounty hunter on me, and I die, it's fine, because I'm okay with dying. I'm okay with you doing whatever it needs to do to make my life miserable, because all that means to me is that I got to you on such a deep, personal level that you thought me, little harmless me, could mean so much. And let me tell you another thing. Death does not scare me. Going back to from whence I came is perfectly natural, and there's beauty in that. So go ahead. It doesn't really matter, and I have a feeling that I'll come back. And you may not think I'm not as influential as you are, but someday I could be. And I still might, even now. Do you really want to take that chance? It's your call.
You want to know what I think? And
Why
you
not?
hear something perch on the window in the lobby, and you see a bat. And then you see it flap away. And that's where we're going to roll out of today's episode.
Not a bat.
Yep. Bat.
Just for clarification, it was just coincidentally being there when she said that, not at the same time as like she did anything.
No. It was just coincidental. Like she even was like, "What's that?"
Just to clarify. Okay.
So that's there. Yep. All right. Yep. A lot has happened. We're gonna have a lot of interesting stuff happening later on. Everyone's gonna get kind of like one-on-ones, or we'll see what's gonna happen. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you really enjoyed. Please follow us on TikTok, Instagram, all the fun stuff. And we have a Discord server. Yeah. Lastly, we will not be having our session next week. I know it is really sad, but we have other plans that we have to do. So we will resume on the 24th of August will be our next session. And we love you very much. Hope you enjoyed. And remember, this is Roll Or.
Roleplay!
Bye, guys. They made us a druid. Bye.
Yeah, bye.